massive weekly.
Oh my God, we're live.
And we're here with Kermit the Frog. Okay, great.
All right, we'll give everyone a chance to join so you guys can just chat for a second while I shamefully
roller coasters are my favorite thing in the world.
Although Kermit's too short for all of them.
Except for Taxi Jam.
You're still too short for it. Hello, Coaster Fun.
Why is it not showing my screen?
Are you presenting?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you didn't click on your screen.
Oh.
What? Thank you.
Yep,
I want to be the very best.
I'm checking. YouTube isn't showing it for some reason. Wait, yes, it is. Now it is. Now it is. Now it is. Okay, great. Alright. CSRT forever. Massive update. Code Blast Productions. Hola. Adam Pace says, I'm pumped. LOL. Yes. There are a lot of things going on in the community right now.
What? Mostly Carolyn's now, too. Hold on 1 sec.
We have 8 viewers right now.
Hold on 1 sec. We got to figure out why isn't Cameron joining?
Because you're on Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Why did I get a thing?
If Cameron texted in the chat, not in in the Hangouts chat.
He's in the way. It says for some reason we've never had this problem before. Maybe is his internet not strong enough? We've never not had someone be able to connect.
Yeah.
Cameron, I'm going to try sending it again. Click the new link.
All right. Coaster Fun says, I think Cedar Point 150th will be the repaint of the little kitty coaster. I can't remember it. What are your thoughts on that repaint of the little kitty coaster? I think they made voice. Okay.
That's the only thing I can do. I can't really do anything else other than try inviting you one last time. Okay. Let me turn on my YouTube so I can see the comments coming in hot and fresh, with like 8 people watching, I think. 7. I overestimated.
It's 14 now.
Hold on. Unpopped. Okay. RMC Top Thrill Dragster, obviously. 100%. Okay, so I guess we'll get started. Hopefully Cameron can join. I don't know we can't really do anything else to get him in here.
All right, let's get started then.
So I guess we'll start with Wickerman.
Yeah.
So Wickerman opened, and it's opening to grave reviews. People are loving it, saying it's a lot more intense than, the enthusiast community was giving it credit for.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that a little bit later on, but what do you guys think from what you've seen so far?
Well, kind of what you're saying. I've seen a lot of reviews that are saying that it's really good. From what I've noticed, the theming looks superb. It looks great. Now, this is all in towers, and they do tend to theme their rides well, so I think that's great. Also, I've heard that queue hours were long. I've heard that there have been hour, 2-hour, even 3-hour waits for this ride. One downside about this, though, is that I heard it's broken down quite a bit. I was on a live stream with someone, and they had told me that the ride had broken down 6 times while they were in line and about 16 to 18 times that day. So that might be an issue. And the thing about that is this is GCI, which we don't notice to have a lot of ride breakdowns or, many technical issues. So it's kind of surprising that a family GCI is having all of these issues. And
Okay.
also, Cameron has joined.
All right.
Yay!
But yeah, I think
way too long.
I think Wicker Man, it looks to be great. The laterals look great. The airtime looks great. I think overall it's a great ride.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
What did I miss?
We're just talking about Wicker Man now and how it was kind of underrated before it opened and how it's actually opening to grave reviews. And what are your guys' thoughts?
Honestly, like theming wise, I think it looks spectacular. Like, it's just, at least the Wicker Man structure alone is just beautiful. And at least from like POVs that I've seen, it looks like it actually gives like a decent amount of airtime for like pretty much a family coaster. It seems like it does. It shocked me a lot, actually.
So Ride All Night is saying even Mystic Timbers had some downtime in its first month of operation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know how often that broke down, but if you're gonna have a ride break down 16 to 18 times in one day, that definitely is an issue that you need to figure out at least how to resolve or how to not have that happen in the future. And I mean, I don't know because I haven't been to the park, but go ahead, Brendan.
Twisted Timbers experienced downtime almost all of today, did it not? That's what I'm hearing.
I know yesterday it did. I know, like, at least season pass sneak preview night, I heard only one train was operating.
Yeah, because Ice was telling us that he couldn't get on it all morning today and
Really?
afternoon. Yeah.
Huh. That's not another good sign. So now, if we're talking about more ride breakdowns, this seeming to become a trend, we don't want, obviously this is a bad trend that we don't want to happen. It seems a lot of the new opening, or at least these two in particular, 2018 opening attractions are having a lot of issues, whether it be capacity or actual reliability.
Well, it's funny because Time Traveler so far is easily way more technologically advanced than both of these rides, and it's been running fine.
Who built that again?
That's Mach.
Oh, of course. Mach has a really good reputation too now, don't they?
Definitely.
Yeah, but also at the same time, because it's just the technology used for it, because it's a controlled spin, and since it does go through inversions, you'd think it'd have a lot more downtime.
Right.
I just hearing new rides this year have a lot of downtime. It makes me wonder on if we're gonna get on Steel Vengeance in a few weeks.
Oh my god! Don't say that! Don't say that! I wasn't even
say
thinking
that
about
we
that.
actually get on it though.
I know I wasn't even thinking about that. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that up until we go.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, we're there for 3 days. We're obviously gonna get on it at least once.
I'm not leaving until I get on it. Like I'm
Just sleep in front of Steve.
And then I get fired from my job because you held me back at Cedar Point.
Sorry, Amusement Insiders, we're not going home. Anyone have it? Oh wait, yeah. What do you think of Wicked? Wow.
Wicked.
Wicked Man.
Yes,
Wicked Man at Alton Towers.
Cyclone. Well,
Wicked Man. What do you think of Wicked Man?
Walker Man.
Oh god.
Seems like a decent ride. It seems like it has better theming than anything in the park. And I've heard a lot of people on other Discord servers that I've talked to say that it's their new favorite ride.
In general, or at Alton Towers?
Of all time.
Yeah,
And
Coaster
people have
Bot and
been
them
to a
all love
decent
it,
amount of
don't they?
parks.
Yeah, a lot of people
Really?
are really raving about Wicker Man. So, I mean, do we think that Alton Towers, kind of a segue, do you think Alton Towers is going to get more rides like this that really are fantastic, at least according to what, people are saying about Wicker Man? Do we think that Alton Towers is going to get something that's, as good of a ride as Wicker Man?
It's definitely possible.
I think we're going to see a lot of GCIs.
They're going to focus on a lot of good theming and stuff like that.
So we have a good question. Wickerman or Icon from Coaster Fun?
I'm thinking in terms of the ride, Icon, but overall experience definitely would go to Wicker Man.
Definitely.
Agreed.
Yeah. Icon for the more intense, Wickerman for the love of theming. I would agree, yeah.
And just the re-rideability for sure. It seems like you can ride the thing and not get tired of it.
Yeah, for sure. And we're not undermining Wickerman's intensity because we're hearing it. But Icon does look really intense and awesome.
Oh, yes.
All right. I guess our next subject is the opening of Twisted Timbers.
Yay.
Oh my god. Twisted
by the
Timbers.
way,
Oh my god.
these photos, there's credit at the end of this. You'll see where we got all the photos from. A lot of our followers and people are very generous to let us use their pictures for today.
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
So just while we're still on the topic, do you think we'll see a GCI at another Merlin park?
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I think
I can see it at Thorpe Park. Yeah.
Thorpe Park, you said?
Yes.
What other parks are owned by Merlin?
I believe all the Legoland parks are owned by Merlin.
Hyde Park is as well, I believe.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't know that.
Well, yeah, I think so. Someone in the chat correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Hyde Park is owned by Merlin.
Yeah.
I can actually just check right now.
So keeping the stream moving, what do you guys think of the reviews and the point of views and the footage of Twisted Timbers and the theming?
I think the ride personally looks great.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's slow towards the end, but I feel like it still delivers a decent ride.
and
I
at
would
least,
bash a ride for slowing down, though.
I'm gonna be honest, like just off of looks, it looks beautiful. So I'm gonna definitely say that. Kudos to King's Dominion.
Mhm.
And I know, like, to be fair, since season pass sneak preview day, like it was cold, and also apparently like it snowed, like the 2 days before I think the park opened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's starting to warm up now, and at least just from footage I've seen that was filmed today, it's definitely starting to run a lot faster. So that's always a plus. And to be
Right,
like, sorry, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I think at least from POVs, the first half looks really good. First half really strong. Second half, I think right after the barrel roll, that final barrel roll, or like after that that Outer Bank turn, if you know what I mean. I think that's where it starts to really, let you know, all right, the ride's ending soon.
Yeah, I can see that.
But there's a reason for that. I mean, you don't want to go too fast into that because remember, it has that part where it like slants over a bit. So if you're going fast into that, then that's not going to be too comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like Storm Chaser, like its wheels basically just like you slam into the brakes on that thing. So like,
Yeah.
Right, and remember the ride literally just opened. The more it runs, the faster it's going to go. And, they might put the better wheels on it to make it, even better than it is. So,
Yeah. Although I have seen a test run of Storm Chaser with the nylon wheels on it, and it didn't slam straight to the brake run.
Because when I rode it last year, it was like hauling. So like,
lucky.
So, kind of not really a question, a comment. Great year for theming with Cedar Fair. Obviously, that's true. We're seeing Cedar Fair chains and parks moving in towards theming. That's awesome.
Yes.
According to this person, Steel Vengeance Q House should be really well themed. And this person, I'm surprised they knew who Timber Kits is. But they think that Timber Kits might be involved in that. Again, we have no idea. That's just a rumor.
All I've heard from that is that the queue can hold like 2.5 hours. So like,
wow.
Better be air conditioned.
Or at least be sheltered.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go to the washroom before I get in that queue on then.
You'll be there
we're getting
for
fast lane, dude.
3
What are you
hours.
talking about?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're getting fast lane.
But still, even with that, you're probably waiting at least 30 minutes.
Vlagio, we'll get to that at the end. There is some, I wouldn't say there's nothing new, nothing's developed, but we have a great conversation starter for Canada's Wonderland that we'll talk about at the end.
Ooh,
you're going to ride it Friday and Saturday. Jealous. Let us know what it's like. I already know you, though. You're with us. I guess we'll move on to Toverland. So someone was awesome enough to send us some great pictures of Toverland construction. This is from Toverland themselves.
This is a Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not many people get this like amazing like up close footage of the motor.
True. Wow.
Yeah. It's a powerhouse.
Of course.
I'm not even looking at you. I'm looking at me. There
Oh.
we go. Wait, what is this?
This is Toverland's wing coaster.
It's the motor drive for the
Ooh.
lift hill, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want one in my backyard.
And this is another part going above and beyond with theming. Oops, skipped ahead.
Spoilers.
Great theming. It's perfect. It's beautiful.
But
So this is far away from us, so I don't think we have too much to say about it. Other than, what do you guys think of the project?
I think the layout looks weird.
Yeah, definitely
I think it's
small, shorter, but it'll still be good for Toverland.
It just like in terms of the stereotypical wing coaster, it looks really weird.
Mm.
I'd say it's a unique layout. It's not like your average wing coaster, but I'd say that it's definitely going to be a good addition because wing coasters, they're not too intense. And it's a ride the whole family is sure to enjoy. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a thrilling coaster as well. So, again, with the not too intense, it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't that last thrill coaster Troy? I could be wrong on that. I mean, someone in the comments probably could confirm that.
Yell at us if we're wrong.
Ah! No,
Oh
but
God, so insane.
it's definitely a good fit for Toverland. I'm excited to see how it looks.
Yeah.
Wing coasters are getting really popular. I mean, if we see one at Wonderland, I'm starting to think that wing coasters might be B&M's new success story.
True.
They already are, though.
Are they? I think they're getting there. I don't think they're quite there. I
Well,
think
they're not on the level of hypercoasters and inverted
Yeah.
coasters yet, though.
Mhm.
Right.
all right, I guess we'll move on to Cyborg.
Oh, wow.
Cyborg, cyber spin.
It almost looks like
Basically,
a
there was
race,
photo.
like a finish line to a race. That's what that reminds me of right there.
I was like, is that Nitro that I see?
It's the sign for Mario Kart. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
All right,
god,
you ready to race, Cameron?
Oh my God.
But yeah, so there was a photo that was sent in by Robert _ Fossey, FAFSI, and it basically was a part of Cyborg, which is that Great Adventure, which is that ABC Tourbillon ride that is going back by Justice League and that theater back there. So
That's not a
that
picture of Great Adventure.
And that
No,
is for Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah, you can tell by the triangles or diamonds. Wow.
Harley
Yeah.
Quinn's Insanity!
Oh.
Yeah, but that's they haven't started installing it yet, as you can see from the picture, since it is on in the parking lot area. But I will that they will start to install it in the coming weeks and probably be finished around the middle of May for media.
I assume so,
Yeah, for a media day around the end of May. More something around there, and if not, maybe beginning or middle of June if they're running behind on schedule.
Sure.
What do you guys think of this model?
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. See, might be going to Great Adventure this year, and it'll most likely be early to mid-May, so I'm hoping either at least it looks ready or in the best case it is, because I definitely want to ride that.
Mhm.
It's insane.
If you do, I want to
It
hear
looks
your
amazing.
opinion on it.
But
Oh,
it
of
doesn't
course.
look like it's for big parks.
I can
Unless they
see
come up
one.
with a different model.
I mean, to be fair, is any flat ride good for a big park? Any flat ride good for a big park?
Giant Discovery.
Touche.
Like anything that you cannot put physically on a base to be transported around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this looks like a
half
fair
in
ride.
between. Like even a top spin you can technically put on a base and cart it around.
Mm-hmm. To me, this looks like the cross between a traveling fair ride and just a regular top spin, and then just puked all over it.
Top spin on steroids.
So
Yep.
Ben's saying we need a Riddler tourbillon?
Tourbillon.
Tourbillon. It's tourbillon, actually, is how you pronounce it.
Ooh,
Oh.
Learn the French, man.
I only took it up till grade 9. I'm sorry.
Does anyone have anything else to say about these?
I
cyborg?
do.
What would you like to say?
It looks like Joker's really bad. It's not the same green color as me.
And I think we were supposed to laugh at that, so we'll move on to our next slide.
Rude.
There's the laughs right there.
I know. I felt bad saying that too.
Oh.
All right, but now we
Do we trigger people? Do we honestly say our honest opinions about these coasters?
I've never been on one, so I can't speak here.
Oh, I've these free spins. I've been on 2 of them. The one at Six Flags Great Adventure and the one at Six Flags New England. Both of which were really fun. Some of the flips.
Oh, it sounds like a tornado's going through his house.
He farted into his mic, damn it.
But yeah, so I think Wonder Woman probably will be a good ride, a good fit for the park.
For
It's
sure.
very comfortable. And the fact that they're getting a new coaster is nice because I do feel like Six Flags Mexico is the forgotten Six Flags park in this chain. So
They got some great rides there, though.
that's a different story. Six Flags Mexico is actually a good park.
Well, another topic for coaster debates.
So
Yeah,
you brought up a really good point there, Eastern. So let's take out my spoiled coaster enthusiast opinion right now. If this was on its own and we hadn't seen like 10 of these already, this would be a good fit for a theme park. Like it really would.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good fit for
Fiesta,
Mexico.
Texas.
Oh, for sure. And like, I'm gonna be going on a limb. This is probably like, it looks like the best looking free spin, at least.
Yeah, I would agree. I like that color
I agree.
choice.
Mm-hmm. Also, I like how the supports, at least with the red and blue, they shape into a W.
Oh my god, I did not notice that until now.
Really? You just noticed that?
The
I just
revelation.
noticed that.
That's why they don't have
Wow.
like Wonder Woman logo on the side of the coaster, like the Joker's.
Right.
Wow, good job.
Hey.
Cameron has a good eye.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything else to add about these models or this park and this coaster and their choice?
One thing I do want to say is that I like the supports. Like I like how I like the variant. I think it works.
Yeah.
It works kind of well. Like I just really like that.
Mhm.
And it's also just nice to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You can go first.
I was just saying it's always nice to see like 4D coasters actually coming back into things. So like, that's a plus.
Yeah, it's true. That whole model almost disappeared there for a bit.
Yeah.
The way
Zaxman's.
the ride does not look like they need to theme it much.
Yeah, but like
Personally.
they'll do stuff. They'll
They're
do
gonna
stuff
do
with like, the
something.
queue line for sure.
Yeah.
And I will say a lot of the rides here are like not what you'd find usually at Six Flags parks.
I know. I'm looking at the skyline right now, and I'm like, eesh.
A Morgan Hyper, that seems like a Cedar Fair thing to do.
But also, everyone says that that's like the best Morgan Hyper.
I'd have to go there and judge it for myself. I have a friend in Mexico, so maybe I could go.
True.
Be like, yo, can I stay at your parents' house?
And just go to Six Flags Mexico.
But then I'd have to go rock climbing, and then I'd be bored because I'd want to be riding roller coasters.
True.
Just
rock climb.
Go ahead.
No, I was just making a joke saying rock climb at Six Flags Mexico.
Oh, okay.
No, there's
all
not.
right.
You can't do that.
Not legally.
Shall we move on to our next topic then?
We shall.
Yes, we shall.
California is great America. So one of our reps, Fluffy, everyone knows Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Then
It's so fluffy.
Fluffy's renowned, especially at CGA. So Fluffy sent us a lot of pictures to use. His profile on Instagram will be linked at the end of this thing.
I will say first,
Lots to
that
talk
carousel
here.
looks amazing.
It really does look amazing. I actually hate rides at the front gate, but they did a really well job at this park. Like, look at
Oh,
that. It's
sure.
gorgeous.
It's a really nice weenie.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there also a wave swinger right behind that? At least that's what I've behind the carousel.
I don't see.
At least that's what I've at least seen from park maps. I don't know.
Oh, maybe there is. I need to see a picture of that.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, so why don't we talk about these Raptors?
Wow.
So
Hurrah.
testing footage got leaked yesterday again. Well, I shouldn't say leaked. It's open for everyone.
Right.
But the footage got put out, and there are no trims. And it is still going fast, and it looks like it's working perfectly fine. I would say Six Flags is getting pretty damn close to,
Opening it.
soft
Wonder
opening.
Woman's a little bit
opening.
taller, so
Oh, for sure.
I think it's like what, like 4 or 5 feet taller?
no.
It was funny in the interview that Coaster Force did with what do you call them? RMC. The guy wouldn't even say which one was taller. He was like, I'll leave that up to the parks. We know it's Cedar Fair, isn't it, right?
No,
No,
Wonder
it's
Woman.
actually Six Flags. Yeah.
Oh,
Wonder
that would make sense.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is 113 feet tall, and Railblazer is 106 feet tall.
Oh.
That little bit adds a lot of speed to it. Though.
It would.
Adds an extra
For
mile
sure.
per hour, I think.
No, a little more than that.
True.
Oh my God, Arby's fries and McDonald's Happy Meal coming to park near you. I'm sorry.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay,
I have a
back to
video here.
Raptors. I will say Railblazer looks amazing,
Mhm.
even unthemed at this point. Just the color scheme on it. I'm super biased towards that ride right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. The look for Wonder Woman is starting to grow on me.
All they did was put water under it, though.
That's true, but just even the color scheme, like I didn't think it was ugly, but I
It's
knew it
so
wasn't like
wet.
the best. But like at the same time, looking at it now, up actually in person against the backdrop, it actually looks really nice.
This does look nice. I have a great angle right now. It doesn't look too bad. I didn't realize how little space these things take up either.
Oh no, these are like totally meant for small parks.
Yeah.
If I can see LaRone getting one of these, which I can, it would fit where Cobra is right now.
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
Do we think that though? We'll get to LaRonde in a bit. So I mean, I'm impressed by these. I was not expecting that speed.
Oh no, for sure.
If only they ran it that way, though.
They probably could. I don't think there's trims.
Rise and catch up the ride. No trims. It doesn't look like there's trims. I can't guarantee that. I mean, we don't know what they're doing with these test runs,
Who
but
said
it looks
catch up
to
the
stop
ride?
fine. I've watched some of the videos from yesterday. It doesn't seem like the ride passes by any breaks at all. It stops perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think we'll
Some
only able
rides
to.
are meant to be fast.
I think we'll only be able to like judge it once there's a POV.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be Mystic Timbers going straight through the final brake run and almost hitting the train that's waiting in the tunnel or in the shed. What's in the shed? The train that's waiting for the station.
You know what? That adds to theming. Okay.
Go and smash into a train.
Exactly. Wrecked up cars add to theming.
Hang on, move back to the picture of Railblazer though. Honestly, okay, we can see the level of rock work that's completed and the level that's missing actually.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah. I'm liking the curved station roofs that I'm seeing from Cedar Fair.
Oh yeah.
I think this ride's gonna have the best rock work of any coaster in North America.
I think Wonderland will contest that next year.
I'm honest. No, Everest has the best rock work. Let's be real.
Excluding Disney parks.
Yes.
No, Matterhorn has the best rock work. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Fight yourself.
It's the
This is another topic for the
OG.
debate.
Matterhorn versus Everest?
No, what's the best rock work?
Oh, Taryn.
Vengeance.
Steel Vengeance. What?
The one sign.
Called Steve.
The one sign is better than all of the other rock work combined.
Merch plug. Go
Hey,
to our store and buy the
if I
Steve
can-
shirt.
If I can climb the rock work, I can like say it's really good. I don't think I can climb Terrans though.
You can climb a sign.
Someone is saying Wonder Mountain would like to say hello.
Yeah, Wonder Mountain's
climb
not a
on that
ride though. It's 3 rides.
Yeah, this is it's epic.
And where Vortex is, the top of it looks ugly.
It's 3. No, they redid. I could see fresh cement on top of it now.
Here's the question though for people in the chat: have any of you guys actually has anyone ever been up to the top of Wonder Mountain?
No.
Everyone in CW Mania raised their hand. And Ace.
No, because I know like it used to be like uses. I know we're probably jumping the gun a bit, but like I know it used to be like an observation deck, and the views there were like beautiful, and they still are. So like,
I
reopen that
foresee an
Wonderland.
upcharge attraction down the road.
Ooh, rumors.
I guess we'll move on to Gale Force.
Yay.
Yes. There have been.
Gal Force.
Gale Force. So there isn't really much to talk about this. It was a great-ish ride. It had kind of a design flaw, I
Piece
guess.
of poop stain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
guess
for those that don't know, I mean, I'm sure you probably all do, but because it was so much, there's a huge rattle on the ride. It was like track was like misaligned or whatever. They're basically retracking the entire thing.
I heard you were also able to feel every track joint too.
Oof.
That is sad.
They didn't grind it down properly.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
at
we'll
all,
see
I
if
don't
it's
think.
better now.
Right. At least they're fixing it quick.
I think
Yeah.
the train.
Oh, yes.
They're still using the same car for the ride
Yeah,
because there was no
Still
issue
upwards.
with it.
Want some?
true.
Want nose?
Mom, zip it.
The
For
things we
those
hear
of you
on-
that are concerned, him and his mom actually have a great relationship. This is their little spiel. We used to think the same thing. We're like, what? Did you just say to your mom?
What did you say?
She would say it back to him. Just saving you from a lot of hate online. I guess, yeah, we'll move to Disney.
This is actually some of the news I'm most excited about.
Oh my God, it's Iron Man.
Yay!
Wait. Oh, that's just different
Yeah.
parts.
So, I mean, for those that don't know, or I mean, like I said again, you probably already do, but Disneyland and Disneyland Paris and Hong Kong Disneyland just recently announced Marvel superhero lands. So most of it's just going to be all like retheming of like different areas. So like,
Yeah,
at least from what I've heard, California Adventure, it's just going to be retheming the Hollywood section and a Bugs Land.
Whoa. I have a serious question.
Yes.
What's going to happen to Universal Studios?
Well, with Marvel?
Yeah.
Well, nothing has happened since, so I'm assuming they're still fine.
The Incredible Hulk coaster becomes the Incredible Coaster.
And what about Spider-Man?
It's just man.
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 Man the ride.
Guys, man
I
the
am a
ride.
human man.
Listen, they got Transformers. They're good.
Yeah, I know, but will they have to retheme?
I don't think so. This is the thing. Theirs is old Marvel. Realistically, Universal is old Marvel. This is new Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big difference.
Brandon, if you get content ID claimed, I'm so sorry.
You better stop singing. When you get
Copyright.
copyright, you get like a live stream ban for a little bit.
Oh God.
No. Okay, I'll stop.
All right, I guess
So-
we'll move on to. Oh wait, was there more?
I was gonna ask, what do you guys think about this? Because like, it does look good.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just a little upset that it's just retheming of certain areas and it's not like actual like new like rides and stuff.
If they built it at Disney World, it'd be a new area for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars gets a new area and the two parks that they're building Star Wars land in.
I mean, so does Toy Story.
Toy Story, too.
Mm-hmm.
Both of which
So
are
what's
amazing
interesting
movies.
is amusement parks all seem to be moving in the same direction, where they're upgrading old, unused, or just areas that have become not as enjoyable. Seems like
Yeah.
everyone kind of like is in the same boat.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, regardless, it's Disney, so it's gonna look great no matter what.
Hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
just excited what new rides they're adding in at Disneyland.
Oh, there's going to be
What do you think,
definite
Disney?
rides for sure. I'm going to say one thing about Universal, though. I feel like Disney's still going to license them because they have such an iconic roller coaster at their
Oh yeah.
parks. So,
Yeah.
Hulk looks
Yeah, I think-
amazing.
Oh yeah,
I love Hulk.
yeah.
I feel like now that they retract Hulk, though, I feel like they retract Hulk to keep it, and they just got rid of Dragon Challenge because they didn't want it anymore.
Oh,
Honestly, I'm upset about that. I love Dragon Challenge.
I think Dragon Challenge was not a family ride, and Universal has become a family place, and that was their decision.
They wanted the one big thrill ride and family rides.
They want a nice, like 4D family experience, is what I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
honestly,
And then each
I mean,
park has like that one thrill ride.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean, good.
Sorry?
No, I
We're
was just
almost
gonna.
at CW. Don't worry, guys. Everyone's like, talk about Canada's Wonderland.
There's a lot of news, guys, okay?
We're
I'm
saving the best for
programmed
last.
to talk about Canada's Wonderland only. I'm sorry, I have failed my viewers.
All right, next.
Alright, no, let's actually go next.
Did this show up like randomly?
Can
I
you
didn't hear
imagine?
about this.
We've been hacked.
No,
It's
but I never
promo
heard
for
about
us.
this roller coaster.
This is a clone of Hydrus at
Is
Oaks Park.
Is it exactly?
Yes,
There's no helix? Okay.
no Helix. I know this was
Yeah.
like a fan name, and it actually ended up being the real name.
The funniest thing is though, the coaster isn't even the news. The news is that the Oaks Park actually hit its 113th birthday, which is a really old age for an amusement park. Now we
Good
know
God, I
Cedar
feel
Point
old.
is older, but having a park that's over 100 years old is a really awesome thing to reach and have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So definitely happy birthday to Oaks.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All
I
right.
will
Okay.
say, no, go back.
Wait,
What are you
what?
doing? Damn it, Brendan. I will say that logo though looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of gives me Amusement Insider's logo vibes with a little car on there.
Replace it with a drone.
What drone? There's no drone.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks like
Drone
Wonderland
piece.
meets like our logo, right?
That would be amazing
Oh, my God.
if they put like Leviathan's head in the Canada's Wonderland logo or something.
That would be great. All right, let's move on.
All right.
All right.
Backwards.
So Sky Screamer at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom is now running backwards for spring break. So only a thing that happens during Fright Fest. That's when they decide to run it backwards. But this time they're deciding to run it backwards during spring break. So if you're in the area, go out to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom and ride their Sky Screamer backwards. Any thoughts?
Promo.
Oh my god, a Sky Screamer backwards.
Hashtag
Imagine
promo.
Windseeker backwards.
Oh my god, I'm already terrified of the damn thing.
You're going to be going on that every day, though.
I know, I hate that ride. I hate it. I have like a love-hate relationship with like those tall swing things. Oh my
Ask one of the
god.
ride-ups to go with you and hold your hand now.
They always do. And then
Oh.
we won't go any further into that. Carowinds.
Oh, we didn't stick on that one for long. Just kidding, that was boring.
Carowinds.
Carowinds.
Furry 325.
Oh dear.
So this is definitely a park that's going to get a poster in 2019 along with Canada's Wonderland. Canada's Wonderland and Carowinds seem to be the two new spoiled sisters of the chain. We previously made a video way back like a month ago about that. So it looks like Canada's Wonderland and Carowinds are going to move forward with expansion plans together. And that's probably why we're going to see a coaster at both parks in 2019. And
So
I'm assuming either a wing coaster or a GCI. What do you guys think?
I think
I'm thinking
because
GCI.
Canada's Wonderland's getting the B&M, this is going to be the GCI.
Yeah, for sure. And remember,
I don't
Cedar
think-
Fair, at least recently, has been on that path of doing like a GCI every 2 years.
Yeah.
So,
Apparently, I'm speaking too fast.
Stop speaking, Brendan.
But I agree. I think it's gonna be probably a GCI. But then when you also have to think about it in the sense of its park, Dorney Park has been rumored to get a GCI as well. So do you think they would add 2 GCIs in the chain, or do we think that their park won't get a GCI at all, and that it'll be a different park that get Carowinds that gets that GCI?
I mean,
GCs
you
are
never
fairly
know.
cheap.
Yeah. The only thing,
Yeah.
I feel like Cedar Fair would do this just because of the name. I feel like it's going to be something Timbers. I'm calling it right now.
Carolina Timbers.
Honestly,
They're going to make it the roughest roller coaster ever and call it Backbreaking Timbers.
no, it's Charlotte Timbers, guys. Come on.
Charlotte Timbers.
Carolina Timbers sounds actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Carolina Timberhawk. Oh God. Okay.
Carolina Timberhawk, Ride of Prey. The ride.
They're going to do the number at the end of the name thing again.
It's just going to
It'll
be
be the world's
Carolina.
tallest GCI coaster.
It's like Carolina Timbers 170.
Awesome. Laurent,
No.
a B&M being demolished? I
That's
am
not a
offended. Oh, it's Ultimate. I keep doing this. I keep saying it's B&M. I literally, it's not even that. I think I just like look at the track and I immediately jumped it, but it's obviously an.
I looked at the picture. I'm like, oh, is that a picture of like some random roller coaster being demolished or like Green Lantern's construction or something? And I look in the background and I see Vampire, and I immediately wanted to throw my computer across the room. Oh my god!
So you know, I think it's safe to say that Cobra won't be opening up this year.
Are you sure? Like, I mean, we need proof. Like, I need definitive proof.
Guys, you know what? You know what? It's the new line of invisible track that's going up the lift hill.
For you guys on Discord and Amusement Insider's Instagram, I'm actually going to go and snag some pictures of the ride being demolished in a couple days.
Ooh.
Maybe before or after my driving course tomorrow.
So, two things actually regarding this. What do you think the trains are going to do? What do you think they're going to do with the trains? And what do you think they're going to do with the site of Cobra?
The trains are demolished.
As far as I know, the trains are still going to be on site for a little while.
Of course they are.
I think they're planning on sending the remaining parts they have that are still usable to Drayton Manor to be used on
Makes
Shock.
sense.
For sure.
And I'm going to try and snag one of the pieces of the train to keep for myself.
And me.
Just grab the train.
No, Brendan, you don't deserve any.
Oh my god, I'm offended. Okay, Jay Junior says, I think it's getting a B&M retrack.
Imagine.
That'd be
I had heard rumors in the park throughout the entire season, not only from employees, but from park management, that they were trying to integrate a new seating arrangement to make it a sit-down coaster and make it more enjoyable.
I mean, clearly that's gonna happen. Come on, look at it. I mean, I'm sorry you're making so many jokes. I'm sorry.
It's like Lego pieces. They just jam them back in together.
I mean, you can see that the metal's like completely twisted and destroyed.
And then 1 week ago today, actually, they showed up with a giant claw and started ripping it to shreds. So I don't think there's anything left at this point.
Can I just say that station is that Batman?
That's
Vampire, yeah.
Oh, Vampire. That is the ugliest station I think I've ever seen.
Hey, it looked nice before it was like worn out and painted and disgusting.
And this park loves yellow.
That is true. You can see 2 yellow rides right there.
And green, right? The Ferris wheel's green too.
Goliath
they love yellow, red, and green.
Cross ties.
They love yellow, red, and green.
It's what you've all been waiting for.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, we didn't talk about one thing though. Back to this.
Stop using it, Brendan.
What's replacing it?
So
Ferris
I have 2 theories. This is where the new flat rides are going, or we're getting a new roller coaster there in 2019.
2
Because
plausible theories.
we've been down 5 rides since the 2016 season.
Mm-hmm.
That is sad.
What's this black thing down here in the back? Or is that not? It looks like a piece of
there
green.
is the queue building for Vampire.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a queue line cover.
Oh.
Yeah. And if you see, there's 2 sets of stairs there. One of them is the regular line queue. One of them is the flash pass line and employee access.
So we have quite the comments about this. So
Everyone's triggered.
Super solid B&Ms. Looks like they had no hesitation in tearing Cobra's track into shreds. RMC Raptor in that spot, and wow, flat rides for Cobra.
So I will tell you one thing about Cobra, though. It was actually purchased by by a zoo in near Montreal, but they couldn't get the build permits for it because it's a zoo and it's very loud and it would disturb animals.
Wow, a roller coaster at a zoo. That sounds like a great
they can run like Gwazi at Busch Gardens and not disturb animals, or Kumba and not disturb animals. But that's for another day. That's my rant.
I mean, they were placed far enough away from animals. Sorry. Okay, let's go on.
No worries. So these next photos were leaked. We were given exclusive. I'm kidding. Everyone's
exclusive.
Exclusive.
So we have a bit more to talk about this. We all know. So I think it's they never really said what it's themed to. They kind of just showed us pictures. I think it's safe to say these are themed to mine trains.
Bomb trains?
Mine trains.
Floating mine trains?
Yeah, and if we're to take this into consideration, they're not retheming this for no reason. They're not like they wouldn't just switch Vortex up for no reason. Yeah, on one hand, it could be to complete that Canadian area that they kind of created, but
Yeah.
let's
That's what
say
I'm thinking.
a mine
Maybe the
train.
new ride's called Vortex.
The mine train theme wouldn't complete that area entirely, and it just
Right.
going up on a mountain and then going through the forest wouldn't entirely make sense unless there's some potential rock work going around that tunnel area where it turns back around and heads back to the station. So if you have rock work, a mine train theme could work. And then that brings up the question, are we getting Ziz in 2019 or are we getting a Canadian edition in 2019?
Yeah.
Is the coaster going to be Canadian themed? Like they've been obviously pushing hard on our park, which I actually don't mind. I know there's a lot of, it's like a teeter-totter. Some people like it, some people don't. I like it. I think I get what they're doing. They're trying to go for a move away from regional and become like a destination park. And
Yeah.
people coming to Canada are going to see Canada's Wonderland as literally Canada's Wonderland.
They'd want to learn a little
That's
bit
what
about
it used to
Canadian
be.
history when coming.
Yeah.
And wood was one of the main products in Canada, for those of you who don't know, and in North America as a whole.
So we have a
At one
question.
point.
Will Vortex be repainted and rethemed? On my last drone footage that I got, it looks like they have some vehicles set up that are typically used, as we've seen on Dragonfire being repainted this season right now,
Spoiler
to
alert.
paint tracks and rides. And they have two of them set up right around Vortex. So it looks like, I mean, it could be for anything, but it looks like they're getting ready to paint Vortex.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that, though. No one's confirmed that.
Mhm.
But what do you
They're
guys
using
think?
Boom lifts and whatever with Mamba.
I know we talked about this before. I mean, I love the way that the trains look.
Those seats.
But I'm
though.
not. Yeah, no, they look the same. I think they just painted it all black. But I don't know. I don't know for certain if it's going to be. It should be repainted, but I don't know if it's going to be rethemed with a name change.
Mhm.
I don't know that yet. Like,
But can you keep Vortex with a mine theme name? You can't.
No.
that's true, yeah, but you could do anything really.
I mean, yeah, they're allowed to do whatever they want, but if they're really aiming at completing that Canadian area, and I mean, they went all out. These look gorgeous, and not like
If they still want to theme it with storms, it's going to get a new name and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's say
think
it does
they-
get a name change. What do you guys think it could be?
windstorm maybe.
Wildfire
Loggers Run.
could be.
Loggers Run sounds like a potential one.
I'm thinking something to relating to be like jumping off of a mountain. So like I know like
Zumba
adrenaline
flume?
triggered.
Gold
know,
Rush.
That could work. I know like Adrenaline Peak was already being used, but I could see that for this even.
Yeah, it's interesting. Wonderland is coming out of this like decade of like being so predictable almost and kind of like, you know, generic, and they're like coming out of nowhere and being like, we're going to invest a lot of money, we're going hardcore for the Canadian market, we're getting hotels, we're upgrading everything. So like they're so unpredictable at this point. Like we really can't sit here and predict. Because
They're
did
gonna
anyone
call
see
it-
this coming?
They're
No,
going to call it swinging timbers.
I mean
No.
to be fair, like all these additions and just the general like upkeep of the area and just making it look nice. It definitely feels like it's just to do the wrongs of Paramount
Yes.
because like
Yeah,
Paramount
that's all.
ruined the park. I'm gonna be honest. Paramount ruined the park, even though like they added some decent rides.
hmm
Like mainly all the flat rides came from Paramount, so that's a plus.
And they would never give us the big things.
Exactly. They give them all.
Mhm.
Actually, they never give any parks big things. I think the biggest thing that they added was the B&M invert.
True. So I would pay close attention to this. I think Canada's Wonderland is going to be, it'll be like Cedar Point, then Canada's Wonderland. Because even if you look at Carowinds, we're actually getting all the investments now. Like if you add up everything that Canada's Wonderland has done for 2018 and 2019, easily spending close to $100 million.
Oh, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I think it's also one of the best looking, if not the best looking park in the chain at this point.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Once they're done in 2019 as well, it's going to be a
it's gonna be
truly
beautiful.
themed park. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it won't
Truly.
have many themed rides, but it'll be definitely a theme park.
mhm.
Oh, for sure.
But I think that's what they're doing. They're starting to theme their rides. Like all the new flat rides are themed. The Splash Works is slowly moving into a theme.
True. I think that that all started with Muskoka Plunge.
Yeah, I think I love it. Like I love what I literally like Cedar Fair take my money. Like shut up and take my money.
There's one being posted right now.
Like, why doesn't Cedar Fair hire us for ideas for the park? I mean, come on.
I think they're doing fine on their own.
That's
Just
true.
Get us as brainstormers. We can
I feel
rename
like we
everything
would
except
screw
for
things
Leviathan
up.
and Behemoth.
The
We
names
just
that are
like,
coming
we
up
want-
for Vortex, we would screw things up. So then this is just a picture. This is where I think that we might see rock work surrounding like both Vortex's turnaround and the tunnel. And then the mine train almost makes sense, even with just a little rock work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be kind of weird to have an inverted swinging mine train, but that hasn't stopped anything ever. So that's definitely
I
possible.
mean, there's kind of one in Mario Kart Wii if you look at Wario's gold mine.
Why is Mario Kart a common theme in today's live stream?
Because Mario Kart's an amazing game, and you
Hashtag
should shut your
sponsor.
face hole.
Theme of
Guys,
the day.
make sure to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in stores now.
Yay! Nintendo promotion.
All right, so Junior says, I can't wait till Canada's Wonderland rethemes the bot and turns the train backwards.
It goes backwards anyway.
That'd
So
be
it's-
the funniest thing.
Oh my god, boomerangs go backwards?
Wow.
GP.
Retrack Vortex using the B&M track that came in from Jake. Prof
That is
says the
not
Paramount
possible.
filters were terrible. Rage Bob says, I agree with you, Cameron. Paramount ruined the mountain. I think we all know that, right? It's
Yeah.
so unfortunate, especially them being such like a themed entertainment business.
One thing. I know we touched on this chatting in Discord once, but do you think B&M's redoing one of the supports, if not more than one of the supports for Vortex?
This is a good question. Very good
Probably.
question. So the tunnel is literally in the location of two supports.
Yeah, there's one support that goes a little bit to the right of it. If the entrance is on the right side that I'm looking at of the tunnel, and the other one is smack dab in the middle.
So if the tunnel is literally flat to the ground, then they don't have to. If the tunnel has a odd shape to it at the top, which most tunnels do, then they have to have a custom support. It would have to be a different length. And like even the thing with this project, the slightest little difference could literally mean this ride will not open this season. Like
I'm
one
sorry if you
tiny
had that
little-
burp.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Because remember, anything that's off slightly like affects a ride greatly.
Yeah.
So
And I know we also talked about this as well. At this point, do we even think Vortex is going to be ready for opening day?
that's
I don't
another
think so.
tough question.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, by the looks of it, I don't think it will. Which is as sad as it is, because I love Vortex.
I feel like when I go the first time this year on the 4th, it's still going to be testing if they have the track installed.
No,
If
my hope
train's
is that
not
it's
installed
opened up.
this week, like if that tunnel's roof is not being redone by the end of this week,
Yeah, they can install the track and start working on the roof otherwise.
it's so
Yeah.
hard though because they've had such a warm winter. So are they really behind? Like, let's be honest, none of us know anything about construction, right?
No.
Of course.
So like, I mean, one argument is they look ahead, if anything. Installing supports and then reinstalling the track might only be a one-day job.
Oh my god.
And then they only have to test it
Probably.
how many times to open a ride? Like I've heard like 200 to 300 times.
I think so. And besides, they're going to
lot.
be doing all of the testing once they train crews,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be happening by April 14th and 15th. So, like,
Right.
timelines, where are they?
Yeah. So, I mean, anything could happen. I mean, I think we might be reading too much into it. They've had a really warm winter. Like, I mean, I can't fly my drone in under -5 degrees Celsius or it will follow the sky. And
And
I've
you were up
had my
like,
drone
at least
up
once a
all
week.
winter, right?
At
Right.
least once a week. I think you missed maybe 1 week because of cold weather.
Yeah. I remember that 1 week where I got
I
like,
will say, where I am in Montreal, we had a much colder winter than you guys.
yeah, we've been really lucky. I mean, the US is getting hit harder than us.
Like I have a
Actually,
really,
that's a sad day.
I have a really thin Polartec sweater, and when I was in Mississauga for a climbing event, I was wearing that the entire time. I barely had my winter jacket on.
Oh, no, I'd never even wear my winter jacket anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is there anything? I feel like there was one thing we were missing about Wonderland. Oh, I'm gonna. This is my prediction. This is an Amusement Insider's prediction. This is like Canada's Wonderland fans' prediction.
Patented.
I'm
You're not
done with the
entitled to
dive
predict.
coaster concept. I don't think it's going to be a dive coaster anymore. I think this coaster is going to head over Timberwolf Falls after the tunnel and into Whitewater Canyon. I think I see enough evidence to state that this coaster has too long of a layout for it to be a dive coaster at this time. And
Too many footers, too many supports.
Too many footers, too many supports. I mean, look at Valraven. It fits in a tiny little. If it was just Skyrider in that little area with the tunnel, then it'd be like, yes, dive coaster. But also, there was a recent interview. Coaster Force just posted it, and it doesn't really speak on B&M's behalf, but they were talking about 2-year projects and what makes a 2-year project. And I thought it was perfect timing for that interview question to be asked. And RMC said, coaster projects that are in the 2-year frame are very rare and usually resemble extremely large projects. A dive coaster is not an extremely large project. We saw that with Valraven. It was
They put it up
project.
in what?
I'm starting to think that even a wing coaster might not be it. I'm starting to think that we may Tina's gonna maybe we're looking at something new. Maybe
could be
going in as a test park. Control Alt Delete. Goodbye.
No, I'm going back and forth on either them bringing back a classic model like a sit down, or maybe a floorless coaster or something. If they go with like a standard looper type thing and then get rid of Dragonfire later, or
maybe
they go with a flying coaster.
That is also very true.
I feel like if they got a flying coaster running maybe 3 or 4 trains with a dual loading station, they can eat through crowds like no tomorrow.
I mean, regardless, this thing is going to eat through crowds like no tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, any
it's not
B&M
gonna be-
coaster does, even if it's running
It's not
one
going to be
train.
Steve.
And we know it's gonna work too.
Hell, Leviathan running one train eats through like a full line in maybe an hour and a half.
That's still really good.
I know.
Right.
And it's just lucky that Leviathan's still like a shorter ride.
Yeah, that's lucky for them that they had that, because running one train is actually not bad.
Mm.
So I feel like the dual station, if they do a flying coaster, would be heavily utilized throughout the entire season.
Also,
And
do you think whatever this sorry to interrupt, but I think honestly, like whatever this is going to be, I think we all can agree it most likely will have a dual loading station.
yeah, at this
In
point,
some
either
way or form. Yeah.
either like one in front of the other, kind of like Sheikra, or if you look at Cheetah Hunt or something, or Maverick, they have that type of station, or it'll be side by side like Hollywood
Well-
Dream the Ride or Tatsu or any flying coaster.
The
I think
rumor
it
back in
depends on the type, though.
2016 was suggesting 2 stations for the dive coaster.
Yeah,
So it'll be like a
I
Sheikra
remember
thing.
that. Yeah. So, I mean, if we take that into account, if they were going for a dual station with a dive coaster, that doesn't even really need a dual station, if you know what I mean.
no. If they go with a flying coaster though, with a dual station, and they run 3 trains, there's absolutely going to be lockers for the ride.
Daniel Campbell says perhaps a floorless coaster. We have a lot of people watching right now, by the way, so we're going to get a lot of questions.
Going back actually about the locker situation, I've heard, and I talked to people about this. I know they wanted to do lockers, at least for Behemoth and Leviathan at some point. But the thing is, they wanted to make it free so that guests didn't have to pay for it like Guardian did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because the company is such an external company, they will only install lockers if they can do a surcharge. They don't plan on adding lockers into their rides at Wonderland, at least, because they don't want to charge. They don't want to charge guests for extra.
I don't have a problem with
I like
lockers
that.
though.
No, I don't have a problem with lockers. Just make them free.
Or they should do what Busch Parks do and have that $5 locker pass. That I would pay
smart.
for.
Yeah.
If like they decided, okay, for loading times, Behemoth, Leviathan, this ride. I'm gonna call it this ride now because I no longer think it's gonna be called Ziz.
I don't think so either anymore.
I still think it might be.
Yeah. Well,
I think Ziz is
we never
for
know.
flight deck's replacement. I think Ziz is like what's going to replace flight deck and time warp down the road.
hell, even
Possibly.
if
But
they
then
put lockers at backlot or something, I feel like they'd charge like maybe $5 or something at the beginning of the day, and you can just scan a bracelet.
That would be nice. Also, what is it? We talked about this as well, just like the whole like naming of it. Because it could still be called Ziz and have a Canadian theme. Because
That's true.
realistically, like both Behemoth, Leviathan, and Ziz, they don't really have a theme to it. They just share a common ancestral name or like background.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they have to theme it to that. They could just take full liberties and we're theming whatever they want.
What if they built, if it was Ziz, what if they built a giant Ziz statue standing in the water, like it says in the Bible, or the whatever, I forget what they call their Bible.
Ooh, if that covers
mountain
Vortex's helix.
It's just like this giant, because that's what it's known for, right? Standing in the ocean, you being able to see it standing in the ocean.
Then the GP are gonna go, oh, what's this red or whatever color
But
vortex?
then does that become too religious? Like, is the park a little nervous? Like, is the park like, okay, now we're moving? Maybe that's why they're not going with Ziz.
Maybe.
Well, true. I still think. I mean, I'm gonna be fair. Ziz still sounds like. It sounds like a good name, like religious context or not.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, and realistically,
Yes.
all three are supposed to be gigantic mythical creatures,
Mhm.
and already Behemoth and Leviathan are huge.
And this coaster project is huge. Like, let's not ignore that.
Yeah. So I think the
Yeah.
name definitely fits whatever this ride is going to be, regardless of the
Yeah.
theme.
So Junior is quite the hit in the comments today.
Ooh.
They're gonna add eyes to the tunnel and make it eat itself like another coaster in the park.
Leviathan.
What?
Because get it, Leviathan's tunnel is themed to Leviathan, but then your train is also themed to Leviathan, and you're going through Leviathan.
Going through Leviathan.
I never thought about that until Junior just posted
So he
that.
eats and craps
Yeah,
it
no,
out.
Oh god, you know what? I'm never looking at Leviathan the same ever again.
Cameron, we're gonna ride Leviathan, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, we just got pooped out, and now we're going through a speed hill.
Oh god, we're going through the.
We're getting ejector airtime after
Listen,
being a
it's
stain."
themed. If it's themed to like a sea monster, it makes sense. It's water.
Mhm.
You're traveling through something.
They could theme Ziz though if they call it Ziz to
Oh, for sure. Sorry,
flying
I never-
around mountains.
Oh yeah, flying
If
around
it
mountains.
goes close to Wonder Mountain and it goes through this thing, if that becomes a mountain,
There you go. It can still have a Canadian theme and be named Ziz because it still fits with the description of the creature.
Mhm.
yeah.
Because that's
Ziz
a
is
good thing.
bird. So
Exactly.
like,
Anything themed to a bird, you can take liberties with that.
I don't think
All right,
Valraven.
so we
fits as a
should
bird, personally.
just answer people's questions now and read their comments out loud as we
Oh.
wrap up.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, ooh, hell yeah, that would be awesome. Prof says
flying
it will not
coaster
be
called
called Ziz.
Skyrider.
Hey, so GTA Mayor is saying, hey, at least it has better theming than Behemoth. I am a lover of Behemoth, and even I can agree with that. Yes, it has better theming than Behemoth.
Leviathan's
Well,
better.
Behemoth has no theming at all.
Yeah, I hated that. I hated what they did with the letters. It needs a statue.
I know.
I think it looked nice for what they were going for in 2008.
Yes, when
But
Cedar Fair
ever
didn't
since
do anything, you're right.
Leviathan, It's
Yeah.
like, what were they doing?
That's true. This is at the time when Cedar Fair didn't do any theming. This is
Hell,
the
even
Yeah.
Wild Beast has a statue outside the ride.
so does Dragonfire.
Dragonfire too. Although that was kind of the thing.
Also, fun fact: the statue
For
in
medieval
Dragonfire
fair.
has 32 teeth.
31. One was ripped off throughout the season.
I just pictured Cameron sitting there like,
Aw.
1, 2, 3.
No, this is a question of like some like an ace event, and we just like count how many teeth is inside this dragon's mouth.
It's 31 now. The day I was there, one got ripped off.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
sad.
I literally saw a kid walk up to it and go, poof.
Ooh.
I just saw that sound effect. Yeah.
Actually, it went ping.
The Wild
Oh, wait.
Beast statue has a story, though.
It does. Wait.
Really?
Prof, share that story. Apparently, none of us know what it is.
I'm shocked by that.
The
Starts
more you
raining apparently,
learn.
yeah.
Oh,
It was
right.
given to the park and that's why.
Right.
The Dragonfire statue
Yeah, he
had that
died
too.
recently.
Yeah, he did just die recently, pass away, sorry.
God, that was
Rip.
too soon. That's true. Also, this is a bit off topic, but I think even if they do end up seeing Wild Beast, they better keep that damn statue.
Oh, yeah. I think
Call
they
it
will at this
Wildebeest.
point. They have to.
If they don't, I will literally boycott the park.
At least some part of the ride would have to incorporate it.
It looks,
Cameron, you're fired. You
I can't-
boycott the park.
Listen, I'll keep the statue for myself.
No, I want it.
That's not even your home park.
Okay, I'll just get pieces of Cobra then.
There you go.
Apparently the stream died, but people are talking.
What?
What?
No, it's still
Tino,
going.
go
I can see
away.
it on my phone.
Yeah. I'm trying to look through questions on there as well.
Yeah. Stream didn't die. I think that was just on your end, Tino. That's right. It's because he likes Intamin. I'm kidding.
Woo!
The shade.
Wait, here's a question actually. Did the
Is
Dragon
GTA
Fire
made in
statue
America?
shoot fire before?
Did the Dragonfire statue shoot fire before? Prof? Do you have the answer?
Think. I feel like it did because it did in the like ads for it. Also, like this GTA mayor. You mean pieces of trash? Cause LaRonde is trash.
Is that America? Seriously?
No, is this GTA mayor?
GTA Mayor is
That's not-
America,
that's-
yeah.
Is that Great America?
Yeah, I think he just spelled it wrong. I don't have the answer to that.
America, get out of here.
But
But why not?
Oh,
Why not? Why not?
America, this will make you happy. Oh, I can't get over how beautiful those are.
I know.
yeah. They look awesome.
I
so
just
does anyone
want to
have
see
any
it
other
open.
questions? Right?
Yeah. Don't make me come on there.
I have a question. Do we?
Oh, you have a question.
Yeah. Do we think that the restraints could potentially be painted, or do we think they're staying the same color?
Restraints?
They'll be staying the same.
Weren't they just black before?
Yeah.
They were black. They were always
Okay.
black. They just had like the yellow padding on the side.
But those are definitely new
Okay.
seats. Like they aren't just painted.
Yeah, you can see the
Right.
backrest kind of protrudes out a little bit and not being flat down.
Yeah.
So those are new seats? I don't think
Yeah.
so. They look the same.
There's no it's definitely new rubber padding for the head.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Remember how
Yeah,
nasty
because
that
before
looked
they were
before?
just like
Oh god.
I literally saw a kid once. I believe he just like grabbed his key and carved his name into it once.
Oh no. Oh god.
that would make me so angry. Especially now, if I see anyone vandalizing Vortex, I'm literally gonna be like, no, you don't. I'm gonna
Stop it.
the 20-year-old male yelling at kids at Canada's Wonderland.
Just like throws them into the pond.
For anyone in the chat besides Great America 1, if you ever go to LaRonde and you ride Goliath in the front left seat on train 2, or train B as we call it, I don't know why it has a letter instead, but if you ride in that seat, there used to be some sort of phallic object carved into the restraint.
Oh wait, we got another question from Rage Bob. Speaking of Vortex, do you think it's time for a new logo?
Yes.
What was
I
the
don't-
Vortex logo before?
It was just a robot arm grabbing track with a train
crushing
coming
it.
into it. Yeah, and a train was running into it, coming off of the mountain. It looked cool.
Okay.
They look cool, but I think it's time to let go of the old. I like people that say, "Oh, no, you got to keep all the old stuff." And girl, you are never going to have like a park that is a theme park. You're going to be stuck in the amusement park.
Mhm.
I'm all for it. Like, take Vortex's station, take its thing, retheme it. You don't actually Vortex's station's pretty Canadian already.
You just repaint
But-
it at this point,
Yeah,
and just add like a couple logs.
yeah, literally.
That logo is from '92. Too old. '91 actually.
Really?
But yes, it is very old.
Okay, well then in
Also-
that
Yeah. Also, I saw another question. Where's the Ace plaque for Vortex?
Good question, actually.
I know we got one, and I know Ace did get one, but I think it's probably in the operations office.
I'll be at the park earlier than Season Pass Holders Day, and I'll be grabbing some footage of the new rides, the new theming, the new restaurants, and everything. And I'm pretty excited about that.
I will be there too, so hopefully either I'll see you.
I'll vlog. I'll be in the line just vlogging in front of you.
It's just like,
and
oh my
I'll
god,
be at Great
Brendan.
Adventure. I'll be at
Oh,
Great
wow.
Adventure.
We need a B&M flyer called Skyrider. Oh, I hate that name. I don't know why. I hate Skyrider.
I
No,
like
but then
the
they can
name.
go, "Welcome to Skyrider."
Hashtag Throwback Thursday.
I really miss one of the old lift spiel recordings for Vortex.
Okay, can we get a Skyrider lift spiel just for the hell of it right now?
Welcome
Me?
to Skyrider.
Let's get
Oh, you're adding
Code Blast doing it with his voice.
Ah, I'm triggered. Okay.
Sorry, Cameron, but my voice is more
Do
epic.
15 seconds of a Code Blast, no more. Or sorry,
Alright.
of Coaster Bot, no more. Like make it 12 seconds so it's safe.
No, I'm not gonna do Coaster Bot. He's gonna get triggered. I'm
If
just
you
gonna do
If you want to hear
my-
CoasterBot, join us on Discord
That's true. Join us on Discord.
at Amusement Insiders.
Honestly.
Now Coaster Bot knows who I am though, and he's gonna get triggered. But anyway. Hey,
Oh my god, you guys are besties now?
He's so cool.
No.
I love, like, honestly,
Mhm.
he's the most underrated coaster YouTuber now. After I've gotten to know him in his personal channel. Yeah.
you're riding Skyrider now, remember?
All right,
Welcome
Claire.
to Skyrider. Please hold on to your nuts so the bicycle seat does not smash them.
Oh my god, wait. This is giving me an idea for a Lift Spiel parody.
Hold on tight and enjoy your ride. Lichfield parody idea. Oh my god, this is.
Oh,
this is-
God.
That's
Rides that suck.
Listen, people in the comments, tell me if that's a good idea or not.
Brendan, seriously, get a POV of Leviathan and I'll do a damn lift spiel for them.
I can't do a POV. We can do a recreation in Planet Coaster again.
Made by Eastern Thrills.
Or what we could do is we could just film our own POV once the park opens.
We're not
Oh,
allowed to
what?
film. Wonderland has really strict guidelines on filming.
yeah,
not
right.
Like other parks.
Well, listen, you're media. You can get special permission.
I can ask on like media day events. Yeah, maybe I might be able to.
Usually they put the camera mount on the front car anyway for media day.
Yeah, I was
events.
gonna say because we're actual media now with the park, we'll be able to get that for the new coaster at least. Yay, we'll be one of those channels that are the only because I think we're the only channel now in Canada that reports on this stuff. So I'm
Probably.
probably the only channel with POV on
Yeah.
launch day, and if not, I know I'll be the first one to post it because I have no life.
We'll just run there.
Fun fact: there's actually two different sizes for the camera mount to fit on the front car of both Behemoth and Leviathan.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, I can see the poll.
Because I've
It's-
seen that added for like.
The front bumper on Behemoth is slightly narrower.
Because
Wow.
they've done it for Insane. If any of you guys have seen Insane Coaster Wars World Domination, I was there. I remember seeing stuff like
I was
that.
at
So,
Laurent for when they did Goliaths.
I was actually on TV when they were doing the Leviathan one, like on the train with like the actors and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. But
Oh, I think I saw you. I'm actually gonna go and look that now.
I don't think it's on YouTube anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
What episode? Because I
It was
literally-
the first episode of World Domination, season 2.
All right, guys. Well, how about we end the live stream since now we're talking about
Right? It's so off topic. Join us in Discord. If you don't know what our Discord is, message me on Instagram. I'll send you the link. It's actually really cool. We have one of the most active voice chats, especially at night. And we
Oh,
literally
God,
sometimes
at
go
night.
way off topic, and sometimes we talk on topic.
We
And
make
sometimes it gets
skits.
really heated, but it's fun.
Thank you all for watching Insiders World Domination. What?
Hashtag fail.
Let's go back on that. I was thinking of saying Coaster Wars.
All right, action.
Thank you for watching Amusement Insiders Weekly Recap. We'll see you guys on Discord. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good
See
one,
you
guys.
guys.
Lol.
See you guys.